Pop about to cut, I promise I'm gonna make a scene. Got lights, cameras, action, but I promise that I won't be seen. She told me that she loved me, but I knew that make believe, but this ain't.
Ladies and gentlemen, SmackDown was lit, y'all.
It was lit. The ending was just how I wanted it to be. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Tonight, and I mean tonight, there was a whole dispute of should Randy go on SmackDown or should Randy stay on Monday.
Kudos to AP and Nick Aldis for putting this. Boy, this felt like old school general manager war like it was back in the day between Vince McMahon and Ric Flair from back in the day. But AP and Nick Aldis know each other even more differently on a whole professional level. But anyway, this was just perfect because Nick Aldis was like, what are you doing on my show? Literally. And it's like, I'm here to get Randy. Oh, no, you're not. I'm here to sign Randy.
And the craziest thing about this was Paul Heyman told Nick, he said, did you go through this over with the tribal chief? And Nick was like, yes, I did. And he says here that everything goes through you.
And Paul Heyman looked like, are you sure about that? Are you really sure that this is going to happen this way? Because I'm afraid that it won't happen this way. He better stay on Raw if he know what's good for him. No. But the Viper Randy Orton literally said, we'll see about that. Randy Orton comes out, everybody is happy and everything, and then we did cut down to the chase. He'd go just like this.
Yep.
AP would come out of nowhere. Both men would greet Randy Orton, but then AP would come in like, Randy, welcome.
And then Nick stopped him.
I was like, whoa, don't you dare interrupt me on my show. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, we need general manager battle war between Nick Aldis and AP, but that's a story for another time. This is about Randy right here.
This is about the apex predator, the legend killer, the man who got so many names you can give him. AP offered him to tell him who would be the winner out of Seth and Jay. Let's be honest, we all know who's going to win that. But the thing is, why do Randy want a title?
Randy's already a former World Heavyweight Champion. Randy doesn't want the World Heavyweight Championship anymore.
No, he made it very clear last week what he wanted.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Viper Randy Orton is literally on SmackDown, and he is literally like, I'm finna go ahead and get this revenge started early.
In the perfect way. You got LA Knight who comes out and was beaten down solo. These two men are wrecking it up. Boom! Who's left in the ring? Jimmy and Randy.
And this is the crazy part about it right here. And when we turn the tables, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Orton literally comes out and he is literally ecstatic wondering, okay, which one of you guys going to offer me the best profit for real? AP decided, okay, I'll give you the winner of the Seth freaking Rollins World Heavyweight title match. Randy Orton's already been World Heavyweight Champion. We don't need
He's 14.
14-time World Heavyweight Champion. We don't need Randy Orton's World Heavyweight Champion no more. Jey Uso is not safe anymore. Just putting that out there. We both said it. Jey Uso is not safe anymore.
You thought you could trust the Viper. The Viper meant every word he said. So is you safe? No. If you think you safe, take a look at your brother. How he just left your brother.
As long as you're out of the bloodline. You're out of the bloodline, right? I was like, yeah, I'm out. Okay, be careful what you said right there because that could backfire at any moment. But ladies and gentlemen, just like how I said it, Paul Heyman would say, ladies and gentlemen, he would literally preach and tell Randy, you've been out for 18 months.
18 months.
We put you on the shelf. You better make the right decision.
But who is we? Paul. I don't remember you being a part of that.
No, we did not. Paul, I didn't remember seeing you get no stomps in or nothing or pick up no steel steps.
I see you do nothing.
I just see you just cower in fear like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that you're doing this.
Exactly.
But you're loving every bit of it. But ladies and gentlemen, Randy Orton has signed the contract to SmackDown. And here is what we have to say about it. everybody has been put on notice. Jimmy Uso, Jim Uso, as he would like to call himself,
has been put on notice that the Viper is home.
And the bad part about this is, I'm going to be honest, Randy Orton disrespected Raw so bad that he threw the Raw contract. He asked for both contracts. And he looked over and he said,
He threw it. He just got the blue one.
And he just threw Raw like literally like they was some trash.
Like they was some trash. He looked down at Jimmy, signed his name, put the contract right there on Jimmy.
And AP would look on with the most disgust look on his face like, I took another L. I took another L. What is next for you, AP? That's the main thing. Which next big star is going to sign on Raw? That's the next thing. You really thought you were going to get Randy Orton on Monday Night Raw?
No, this man made it very clear last week. I got unfinished business with the Bloodline.
And there is no way in heck do you think this man is going to go to Raw and just forget about what just went down. Let bygones be bygones.
No.
They did. No, they did.
No. So, Jay, do I feel an RKO is coming for you? Yes.
Yes, it is. Jay, you got one coming. I don't know when, but it's in the air.
It's in there. You never know when. It could be Monday. You never know.
It could be Monday. It could be next Friday. You may not know. If you show up.
If you show up.
You may probably get bit. And speaking of bit, Nick Aldis would welcome Randy Orton to SmackDown, and then he would get bit too as well.
And was knocked down.
And RKO right there by Jimmy.
And then you got Randy.
It was like, it's all good, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not, Randy. No, it's not.
Randy, you guys know how the Apex Predator is. When the Apex Predator is in that mode, he cannot stop.
Randy has been on RKO Christmas arcade mode since War Games. We didn't even, after we left War Games, everybody has just been getting bit. Jimmy Uso just got re-bitten again. And no offense, Solosikoa's got one too as well. Because Solo definitely was trying to put it in there.
And this the thing with Solo. Why you in business that ain't got nothing to do with you?
Well, Jimmy Uso, I blame Jimmy Uso for this because you guys saw it too as well. Jimmy Uso was literally over here like, you see that? That's that man. We took him out.
And then look what happened. Jimmy slid right in the ring.
And it's like, wow. Okay then. Good to know. So you the slide, that's the muscle. Good to know. That's what's up.
And this did not turn out well for neither one of you. So, yes, of course we knew that Randy was coming back home. He got stuff to do at home. Unfinished business.
A lot of people is on the list. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and break it on down for you right here tonight. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns may be here in a couple of weeks. We don't know when he's coming back.
We don't know. You know, with Roman Reigns, we usually see it on TV. You know, when they show up and be like, Roman Reigns returns next week and so on. We ain't saw that yet. But we know Roman Reigns was not happy with what he saw.
We know that Roman Reigns was very unpleasant, very disappointed seeing his backup quarterback, Jim Uso, get RKO'd.
And Solo getting beat up by LA Knight.
And a man that Roman beat and left in the desert is back again to help out with Bloodline stuff again.
Yeah.
So now we know that Roman is like, I put one food on the shelf, and I left the other food in the desert. What is going on? Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on. The Viper is back.
As he told Paul Heyman to tell Roman, Daddy's back.
Daddy's back. And Daddy is back for one apparent person, and that is you.
That's
Roman.
You. That is you. You're the main reason he's back. See, if their cousins never got involved with it, they'd been fine.
And there's been a lot of speculation too this past week, and you've been seeing it on Facebook and other social media sites, that we could get Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
That's what a lot of people have been talking about.
That has really been the talk about Roman versus Randy, because if you guys remember when Randy was hurt, the original match for SummerSlam was supposed to be Roman and Randy, but that didn't happen.
And that was SummerSlam of 2022, by the way. That was supposed to be that match.
But it did not happen that way.
Oh, it didn't.
So they had to change. They had to make some last minute changes. But now that the Viper is back, no one on SmackDown is safe.
Well, this is the thing. If you're Roman Reigns, you are literally in hot, deep water. Yeah. How in the world are you going to get your two stooges to protect you from from Randy Orton? I'm sorry, folks. Yeah. How do you get your two people to protect you from Randy Orton?
Because we know Paul's not going to do it.
We know that Paul Heyman's not going to do it. Jey Uso is all the way on Monday Night Raw. And you know what? Could it be a possibility that Jey Uso could jump a ship or two just to get back with the family to help out with some do or die needs?
I can see it coming. I mean, let's be honest. Main event Jey Uso is on SmackDown. Yes, he's not. No. Monday Night Raw. Jimmy is on SmackDown. But main event Jey Uso is on Mondays.
And you gotta think, Jey Uso did say he was a rider. He was a ride or die a long time ago.
Yeah, for family. So my thing is, could you come back to help family? We never would know, because with Jey Uso, there's always something.
There's always something. Sami Zayn was also part of his family too as well. You know, how confident is Sami being on Monday Night Raw by himself with Jey Uso too as well? No more Randy Orton.
No
Cody
more.
Rhodes is on Monday Night Raw too as well.
Yep.
So all three amigos are still on Monday Night Raw. That main person that you guys tagged with at Survivor Series War Games, he went back home to SmackDown, not to finish no damn story.
No.
But he went back to SmackDown to get some revenge.
To get revenge. And I hate to say it, man, Jay, you thought you was cool with Randy. Man, this man it's been decades. As the saying goes, never trust the Viper. You never trust Randy Orton.
And they made that very clear. So we're going to do it like this, and this is how we're going to do it. Could Roman Reigns get his RKO pretty early in the next upcoming weeks on SmackDown?
Could we?
Yes, he could.
Could we?
Could he get bit early, right before a huge PLE coming up pretty soon? Yes, he will.
Yes. Can we see Solo get hit with one? Yes. Jimmy already got hit with one. Could we see Jay get hit with one this upcoming Monday? Yes.
And another thing too as well. Has that venom already sunk inside of Jimmy Uso, who just got bit earlier tonight? Who just got bit? That venom just sinked inside of Jimmy Uso. Solosikoa was nowhere to be found.
Nah.
At all. Jey Uso has not been hit with venom yet. And Roman Reigns, we don't know when we're going to see him just yet. So venom is starting to travel, folks. And like they said about Randy Orton, his venom runs very deep in that RKO.
Yes, it does. So the main thing is, the Randy Orton is back on SmackDown. He's getting revenge, and he's back on the place that is home. But the main thing is this. Is everyone on SmackDown is safe?
Oh, no. And another thing, too, as well. Is Randy Orton pretty confident that he can get all of them? That's another thing, too, as well.
Yes.
Randy Orton, you can't do all of this all by yourself. We just saw tonight, LA Knight came out just to get him some of what they did to him.
Well, I don't know why Solo. Solo is
I don't know why Solo either, which that's a story for another time, too, as well. Why is Solo sticking his nose in business that don't involve him either?
Yeah, because if you guys remember Randy on the Bloodline, way before Solo made his debut, it was just Roman and the Usos.
That is true.
Those three men are the ones that caused that man to be out for a year.
To lose his doggone mind and what he's about to do right now. That's another thing too as well. What type of state of mind is Randy Orton in after literally signing the contract to Friday Night SmackDown?
I'm just on the fact, AP, he threw your Monday night contract like it's some trash.
AP takes another loss in the book.
He threw it like it was some trash. Like, basically, you're a dumpster. This goes in there. I want my revenge. Your show just don't offer that.
No, it does not. It really doesn't. But now, this is another thing, too, as well. We saw, right before this show was getting ready to end, Randy Orton RKO'd the general manager of SmackDown, Nick Aldis. Is there going to be some consequences behind that? Will Randy Orton get fined by Nick Aldis after laying his hands on him?
Well, everyone knows how it goes with the Viper. He RKOs everyone.
Well,
and everybody also got to understand. Randy says don't no one tells him what to do.
Which is true. We get that. Randy Orton is his own man. But is there going to be some consequences after what Randy did tonight? That's another thing, too,
Is there consequences, or would Nick just let it slide?
Or would Nick just let it slide and be like, well, I got bit. So I'm like, well, no, Nick, I don't know about that now. You may probably need to do something about this. But Randy Orton is his own man. Maybe that was kind of like I'm glad to work with you type of RKO, or maybe or whatever. But we just came on here to say this. Randy Orton is back on SmackDown.
Yep.
Roman Reigns is in do or die jeopardy right now. He needs his family more than ever.
Yes, he do. And I hate to say it, man. Roman, it ain't looking too good right now. Man, when Randy saw Paul, he just wanted to probably beat the mess out of Paul.
And no offense to Paul Heyman, but what type of strategy do you have up your sleeve? Do you even have your strategy drawn all the way up? That's the main thing. You are the wise man for a reason. Give us some wise words. Give Roman Reigns some wise words right now at the moment.
Yeah, because Randy gave his words. He made it very, very clear. Man, matter of fact, he had just Jimmy laying there.
And Jimmy Uso right now at the moment, if you're Jimmy Uso,
what do you do?
What do you do?
Do you depend on Solo, or is it time for you to man up and go get your brother?
And go get your brother. Because it looks like it may be that. But if you're Jey Uso, now Mr. Jey Uso, think about this. World Championship title match on Monday Night Raw. Your brother back in Bloodline business. Yep. Are you sure you want to cross that line again? Who a man you just decided like, hey, we good. Sorry about that. Whatever. Are you sure you want to literally turn your back on that and he come get you?
Exactly, because then you're going to realize family would have been there. But right now, as you can see, you ain't got no family on Mondays.
So Randy Orton has got the bloodline right where he wants him.
Yep.
For how long does he have the bloodline right where he wants him? Will Paul Heyman come up with a new strategy to take out Randy Orton again? And how does Randy Orton and LA Knight work together in this whole situation with the bloodline business? That's another thing too as well.
Yeah, because over on SmackDown, everyone knows that's the bloodline show. But we can't necessarily say that no more. The Viper has returned. He has came home. Man, Friday nights are now Randy Orton show.
Things are looking very snaky right now, and a lot of stuff is not about to seem right. All I know is we better be careful because we may be an RKO away too as well. And maybe you too as well if you watch this. Yeah. Just saying. We will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
When I hop about to cut, I promise I'm gonna make a scene. Got lights, cameras, action, but I promise that I won't be seen. She told me that she loved me, but I knew that make believe, but this ain't